Alright, here we go. This is the next top 10 video of the years. This is going to be my top 10 TV shows of 2021. So, watched a lot of good TV this year. So, start off at the bottom of the list, number 10, which these are all top tier for me. So, like, just because it's number 10 does not mean it's bad. But, iCarly. The iCarly reboot was something that's like, I was a little skeptical. The trailer action shows you that. I liked it though. They seemed to veer away from the actual iCarly aspect of it, like the web show, which I didn't appreciate. I mentioned it many times in my reviews. It's like, what happened? I want to see the web show, you know? Very nostalgic for me. I love iCarly, the original. Grew up watching it. So just to see Miranda and Jerry and Nathan back up there is such a good time. I hear Josh Peck is going to be in season 2, so I can't wait. On to number 9, Camp Coral. This is something I was super skeptical of. I'm like, I did not want this to happen. They're gonna ruin SpongeBob. SpongeBob already isn't what it used to be. But I watched Camp Coral, and I gotta say, Camp Coral is better than like what SpongeBob has been the past like years. It's very clever. I feel like it has some like more like the original SpongeBob comedy in it, and there's so many callbacks. Like, I don't know if you can call it callbacks, but like references, and I think it's hilarious. Like, I love the first season. I think they've announced the second season, so I'll definitely be checking that out. Camp Coral is way better than you'd expect, I promise you. Number 8 is The Witcher season 2. I just finished this yesterday, and I've told many people, I don't know if I had just forgotten how good season 1 was, or if season 2, which is so much better, but I loved The Witcher season 2. I want to say I finished it within like 3 or 4 days. Henry Cavill kills the role, and this season wasn't as hard to follow. I mean, there wasn't like so many different timelines going on. What it sets up for season 3, I think is going to be awesome. They even have like a spin-off coming on that I'm going to check out. Number 7. This is how I know that like all these shows are just top tier, because number 7 is Only Murders in the Building. And this show, I binged within like 2 days. Like, it was already all out by the time I got to it. Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez. So good. I am going to go ahead and brag a little bit. I did guess the killer, like, I want to say like almost as, can't say that. I don't know. Like, I played my detective card pretty well, because I figured out who it was pretty fast. And they also set up a season 2, which is filming right now, and I'm so excited for it. Let's move on to number 6, Arcane, League of Legends. This show I was seeing it everywhere. I was like, what is this? But I do know beautiful animation when I see it. And this whole game, this whole show is like animated, like cutscenes from a game. And the story is just awesome. The action is awesome. The world building is awesome. And I can't wait for season 2. The theme song is super catchy. I've been listening to it before it was a TikTok trend, so I hate getting on there and that song. It's like, don't ruin this song for me, because the show is amazing. Number 5, Invincible. This show, bro, it's a superhero show for one. Superhero shows are just my jam. Tons of like cameos or like just big names just like hidden in there. It's animated, but it's not a child show at all. There's some mature stuff in it, mainly violence. The violence can be brutal. Oh my gosh. I like that it's a superhero world that's not Marvel or DC. Being able to just like meet these new characters I know nothing about. I like that. Season 2 is gonna be lit, I can tell you that much. On to number 4. It's the only show in my top 5 that's not a superhero show, is the Squid Game. This show took the world by surprise. Loved it. Super intense, super like you're on the edge of your seat a whole lot in the show, because like none of the people in the show are really great people. So it's like, but you still like, not like fall in love with them, but you still like connect with them. It's like, I don't want them to die though. But yes, you're talking about just like intense, on the edge of your seat, because it's brutal, but it's very emotional too. And we're supposedly getting a season 2 and 3, I think, of this. This worries me a little bit. I don't really know how they're gonna do it. They kind of end it, they kind of leave it to where there could be a season 2, but the numbers, Netflix is like, yes, let's make it season 2. I'm just kind of like, I kind of want you to leave it alone. But I'll watch season 2 when it comes out, you know? One of those feelings. Number 3. Loki. This show, bro. Who doesn't love Loki? He's been around since the beginning of the MCU, pretty much. And he finally got his own TV show. And what they use this show to do, oh my gosh, you get to revisit other timelines, you get to go back in time. The season finale is one of the coolest season finales. It's not very action-packed at all, the season finale, but it's eerie, and it helped set up future MCU movies for sure, including like Spider-Man No Way Home, I would say. Yeah, it was awesome. Tom Hiddleston, Owen Wilson killed it. I can't wait to see them back. We are getting a season 2 of Loki for sure. That's been announced. I don't know when, but I assume we'll have to wait for Doctor Strange to come out, because, you know, there's a rumor he'll be in that. Number 2, Hawkeye. I never would have guessed that I was gonna put the Hawkeye show on top of Loki. I know a lot of people, I think, thought this. It's like, man, Hawkeye's just not getting his own show, like, after Arrow had been on for 8 years. But it's like, shows couldn't be more different. And you have Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, who absolutely kills it. The big bad in the show is awesome. It's all themed around Christmas, which is awesome. And it's really just like a action buddy Christmas show, I'd say. And it feels more grounded, which I appreciate. Like it's very different than Loki in that way. Loki's like timeline, space, time travel, and Hawkeye is, you know, like gangsters on the street, you know, like crime bosses and stuff. Like, it was nice to get something ground level from the MCU. Number 1 would have to be WandaVision. I put this one at number 1 because of the experience. WandaVision brought the world back together in like a way, like, oh my gosh, like, if you weren't on Twitter during WandaVision, I feel for you, because it just brought the whole like internet together, and the theories, the speculations of this show, what this show was doing, what it was, what it wasn't. Just on top of that, just the show itself, just the visiting like the different sitcom eras with Olsen and Paul Bettany's portrayals were awesome. Catherine Hahn kills it. I finally got one of my friends to watch it. She started it and finished it the same day. She was like, oh my gosh, so good, so good. Yes, I told you. That would be my top 10 TV shows of 2021, and I can't wait for what 2022 is going to bring. Leave a like, subscribe, comment your own top 10 TV shows in the comments below, and I'll see y'all next time.